Hey everybody, and welcome back to Six Ages Ride Like the Wind. And I'm starting off the game here on the magic screen to show off something that was told to me, and even after it was told to me, I still really didn't understand what I was supposed to be looking at until something's finally clicked. So I was told to check out the section for spirits, for sworn spirits, not the gods, but a different section. So, you know, I'm looking for a button that says spirits. I'm looking for something that says spirits. I'm not finding anything. I go to the help, and there's this red line that's pointing somewhere up here, or it's delineating the left half of the screen from the right half of the screen. It's really hard to tell, honestly. But then I see use the pop-up to view deities, sworn spirits, sacred time allocations, or magic from other sources, which seems to be pointing somewhere in this direction. So come over here, and lo and behold, you can click on gods. Like this symbol is indicating that there's more behind it, and I just thought that it fell in line with all the rest of the gods here with their own symbols. But no, we can go to spirits, we could go to sacred time, we could go to other. So here we can see what points we put in magic, at the start of the year. But here's that section in spirit. So we see that we have 3 sworn spirits right now: butterfly, honeybee, and raven. And we can bargain with these to help lift our spirits. Butterfly can help lift our spirits, or honeybee helps our dealings with the elves. And raven could help us with stealth or help us with thievery. So that's very interesting. I did not know it was there. Thank you for the commenter for all their great help, especially this one. Because this is very, I never would have really clicked on that to find it. So what should we be doing today in Six Ages? Not really sure, but I feel that way a lot in this game. I didn't play the original, so I don't really understand. I'm not really versed in the mechanics or the lore or any of that. So, and the lore being King of Dragon Pass, as I think it was called. Where's my... Can I please get to the menu? Yes. So, King of Dragon Pass also takes place in this world. So I didn't play that. So I don't really have a background in understanding everything that's going on, but we're learning. So something that I did happen to notice while I was clicking through is this fortification section. We can build some fortifications, which we may want to do. It costs a lot of goods, but maybe we could get something. We're not going to raid, but let's see. We don't have any fortifications right now. Let's see what our people have to say. We should build a watchtower to help us spot raids. Yes, thank you. That's what we were looking for. Marissa is always going on about peacefulness. Why should we listen to her this year? No, we're going to be peaceful and not raid anyone. Thank you. We didn't perform any battle rituals. Yeah, thanks. We can raid while our crops ripen if we choose to. No, we're not going to do that. Thank you. The White Goddess asked us not to raid this year. We should honor her respect for life. Yes, thank you. Someone finally gets it. We could use more warriors. The White Goddess asked us not to raid. Yes, that's definitely, we're not going to raid. But we will. We can build a ditch for 25. We can build a rampart for 50. We could stake out the perimeter for 40. Build a stockade for 75. We only have 107, so it may not be great. We cannot build a stone wall, but we can build a watchtower. It's only 10, so we can still have better fortifications. Yeah, we can, because we have no fortifications. Thank you, fearless leader. So insightful. If we're raided, we can drive our goats behind strong walls. We should improve our fortifications in case we're raided. Our crops can grow while we raid. No, we're not raiding. Please shut up. We should build a watchtower. So I'm hearing we should build a watchtower. So let's build a watchtower. I'm happening to see some cicadas, some locusts. A black cloud hangs over the valley. At first you think it is one of the strange pools of inky darkness that increasingly haunt the world. Then you realize it's something even worse. A locust swarm. It descends on your crops, devouring them. Bad bugs. We could call on Elmal to erect a shield. We can call on the raven spirits to eat the locusts. We can call on Pella to heal the damage. We can resign the people to this disaster. May not be the greatest option. Or seek promises of food from the neighbors. When Elmal blinded trolls with his brightness, they sent a curse of locusts in revenge. The problem arises. So what did you want to do? You didn't want to do anything. The problem arises from the natural world, which is the domain of spirits. You say call on Raven Spirit. We haven't really been using the spirit, so they may be a good option. Have we done enough to make people want to help us? Resign the people to this disaster? No. Pella the Grain Goddess can heal the damage, but it will be hard, so make a big sacrifice. Cursed bugs. Seek help from the clan that leans our way? No. Don't know if we want to do that. God, Spirit, or Man. No one will want to help us. No, let's call on Raven Spirit. Actually, let's click on this button first and see what happens. So this is like clans that we could interact with and ask to help. But no, let's call on the Raven Spirit. To make the ritual more powerful, our shamans can draw on clan magic or stress their relation with the spirits. Do your shamans perform the long and taxing version of the ritual? Yes. Our shamans plus mood -1 magic. That's okay. We had a few. Our shamans stalked and cawed, attracting hungry ghost ravens. They said that they would eat up the locust, teaching the bug mother better than to send her vast brood our way. Thanks, ghost ravens. I really like this guy, right? Like, this person's fighting off the bugs. They're whacking at them with their hoe, and the poor scarecrow is just being devoured. And this man, he's either crying in despair because they're eating his crops, or the bugs have gotten in his eyeballs and he is screaming. And I prefer that they're man-eating locusts eating his eyeballs. That's my preferred interpretation of this. Okay, so we've done some things. We have crop stress. I'm sure that's from the locusts. Crop stress, limited pastures, and a food yield shortfall. We were doing so good on food, honestly. And maybe not right now. Just when we think we have a little bit of clearance that we're doing good. No, we decided we're not doing good. So I've heard that someone said, hey, we need more people. I mean, do we? Do we need more warriors? Can't hurt, right? I mean, it's only going to take all our cows that we have a shortage of anyways, but we go from 13 to 17. And no, I do not want to offer additional cows. Oh, we don't have any promising riders, huh? Or why can't we recruit? Oh, because we didn't increase. Yes, right. 17 is the end. So we can reach up to 17 from our normal 13. Wouldn't hurt to have more swords. Wouldn't hurt to have more swords. This isn't my expertise. I'm not combat. We need more warriors. One sword is sick. Okay. So can we get 3 or 4 more people? And I'm not going to give you an extra cow. There. Thank you. Now, if someone tells me we could use more warriors, It's not urgent, but more warriors would be helpful. No, we're not going to do it. I mean, we could, but we're not going to do it. What I instead want to do is try to shore up our goods. Maybe with a little bit of explore. Maybe we'll find some good stuff. You know what? Let's explore way out here. Let's explore on top of the hills. We'll send a couple of our swordsmen and a couple bowmen. Abadar, you're good at combat? Great. Get out there. Go search. I can't help but notice this guy is holding a flaming tooth. While out watching the herds, your young herders spotted a glowing object. Your most learned leaders examined it and aren't quite sure what to make of it. It might be ornamentation that fell off Samdal's chariot. Or perhaps skin shed by a snake goddess. Looks like a tooth to me. It's divine, but you can't identify any specific magical property, so your magicians say the best thing is to sacrifice it. What do you guys say? We can help our cattle, help our crops, help our goats, or help our horses. You say anything is good. You say we don't need to worry about crops. You say the same. You say anything is good. You say, hey, give us some horses. And you don't have anything interesting to say. So do we want to help our cattle, our goats, or the horses? Can I see anything more about myself? Horses, 306. I mean, that sounds like a lot of horses. Food stockpile is only 2 seasons, so let's help our cattle. When Torvisha laid the object in the sacrificial fire, it was consumed in a puff of sweet-smelling smoke that seemed to form a cow head as it dissipated. You didn't have to be a priestess to know that Busanari would be blessing our cattle. Torvisha said her bounty would last for well over a year. Thank you, Torvisha. You've done something good for the clan. Normally you just tell us nonsense. Okay, we have that exploration going. That's fine. We could potentially send out an emissary. Get some more so here, now that I know I can click on these things, this arrow means I can filter who likes us, who hates us, who fears us, who mocks us. A lot of people. Who do we owe favors to, and who owes us favors? So, as always, checkmark means what? Probably that we are allied with them. I mean, the fact that it's blue tells me that they're allied with them. Claims you have an emissary, have a check mark. Yeah, there you go. So let's send an emissary to Brilliant Hoof. They like us. And we need to send emissaries to each Rider clan to get more allies, so... Who's great at diplomacy? Very good. Very good, very good. I want very good diplomacy and renowned leader. No, I want bargaining. You, Zoxoro. You're very good at bargaining and very good at diplomacy. You go. And how much stuff should I send them? You say we should send emissaries to each Wheel clan, and someone else said we should send emissaries to each Rider clan. Let's curry favors with the Sky Racers by sending gifts. More than 24 gifts is worth a favor. Our best chance of forming another alliance is with the Brilliant Hoofs. That's what we're trying. Okay, we're gonna herd our herds. Let's send 24. Let's really make them like us. And we'll send 2 swordsmen and 5 bowmen. Sure, sounds good. Send. Guess my man's still out here. Let's I don't want to explore again because we're maybe a little short on people in case the we get attacked. What else can we fortify? We're kind of low on goods, but I think this real cheap. A ditch. A stake perimeter would help defend against riders and wheels. Okay, but what about a ditch? How do you feel about a ditch? Can you tell me what each thing does? Most fortifications reduce the amount of wealth lost when enemies defeat you in battle and plunder you. A watchtower increases your chance of spotting raids and extra herds. A stake perimeter offers extra protection against horse-using foes. Alright, well, let's just run with the ditch. No, we are proposing an alliance. We're not just giving a gift. Thank you. No clan is strong without allies. Yeah, you can have some additional gifts. You can have 10 goods. They agree that we should join forces against the valley's main danger and became our allies. We swore oaths of support and promised to worship at each other's temples. Thank you. This is, horses aren't looking so great. Alarm sweeps your lands as many of your horses fall sick with dreadmane. I don't know what dreadmane is, but it doesn't sound good. Call on Orisa to heal the horses. Call on Gamari to prevent this from happening in the future. Hope for the best. Just hope for the best. Drum up friendly spirits to drive off disease spirits. I'm thinking Orisa, but let's see, what do we have to say? When the first horse fever swept Nibora, we did not know enough to blame it on fell spirits. Well, you're not giving me an option. You say to drum. You say to do everything but hope for the best. Sometimes dreadmane spirits can afflict our herd for an entire year. That doesn't sound great. You just want Gamari to stop this from happening in the future, but what about the horses that are currently afflicted? You say sacrifice to Gamari. You don't have an opinion. You just say it's just will keep happening. You know what? We have a shrine to Orisa for a reason. I think we do. Orisa, please help. I'm going to sacrifice 14 herd. Our healer spun to the goddess's side, where she promised to relieve our misery. Thank you, Orisa. I'm sorry for the 14 herd that we had to sacrifice. Are we still not back from our troubles? Our exploration? Can we explore somewhere else now? How about out here? No one is here. I do not want to send you to Lasha, I'm sorry. I should choose to send... I don't really know what is good to choose. Like, what's good for... What is good for exploration? Like, what's the need? Click Explore to send out an exploration party. Click the map, and the exploration mark will move there. You can explore regions multiple times. You can find something different almost every time. This even goes for your own clan lands. Any missions that have not returned are shown by yellow markers. We know that. You can send out parties not only to explore, but also to forage for food, round up wild horses, and find spirits. These expeditions can't travel to unexplored territories, and foraging needs to be close, within a season's journey or so. Well, I don't know. Like, should we have a combat-focused person? A lore-focused person? A magic-focused person? I'm gonna send Zaxoro again, just in case we run into any trouble. He's decent at combat. Okay. What we got? We have some people seated on chairs, some high-back chairs. They appear to be some sort of council members or wise elders. Members of the Part and Desano families were scouting when they spotted a baby in a clay pot floating down the Black Eel River to the south of Clanlands. Everyone agrees that the boy must have been sent by the gods, but both families claim that they saw him first and should be the one to adopt him. Normally, a court of 3 elders is able to resolve disputes like this, but this case has supernatural overtones, so they bring it to the clan circle. Learned elders also performed a divination, but couldn't see the baby's fate in the stars. We can adopt him to our leader's family, let the Parts adopt him, let the Desanos adopt him, or put him back in the river. Just, there you go, baby. Just keep floating. Also, this must be a very large clay pot if you can fit a baby inside. What do we have to say? Amani, you have anything to say? If there's no other way, let him become an Akat. That means your tribe, your family. Our ancestors were willing to adopt the hunter-gatherers they discovered. Yeah, we know that, but that doesn't tell me which family you should go to. Pottery is sacred to Anilla, my patron goddess. Perhaps the baby should be raised in my family. Well, that's not an option, so I understand why the court didn't want to handle this case. He doesn't really look like any of the people we've met. I understand why the court didn't want to handle this case. Or perhaps we can't read his destiny because he will die soon. Geez, Torvisha, just when I give you a little bit of praise about saying something nice, now you're like, oh, baby's gonna die. You know what? Can I know much about my own families? Probably not. So, people aren't going to like this, but you know what? You become leader family now. Mood minus, population 1. Amanai adopted the baby, naming him Bandars. People complained that Amanai was taking advantage of her position as chief, hoping the baby's luck would rub off on her. Yeah, maybe. Torvisha, we need the help of the gods to ensure people are fed. We do have plenty of food for now, but that won't last if we don't take action. I don't think we will produce as much as we'll eat over the next year. We could ask for Busanari's milk blessing. What is the clan? The clan is optimistic. Okay, well, you say I should look for a milk blessing, right? So let's sacrifice some goods and hope we get a milk blessing. Six cows helps, twice as much would be better. Okay, 12. Alright, 12 goods it is. Because we're not hurting our herds because we need food. 12 goods. Busanari revealed the workings of her calf blessing. Well, that didn't help. We wanted milk blessing. Increases the fertility of our cows. Ooh, mood minus. Someone snuck into your village and desecrated the stones your shamans used to make sacred smoke and commune with spirits. The perpetrator knocked some stones over and flung horse dung over the entire arrangement. That's not very nice. Naturally, you can restore the rocks as best you can. You will restore the rocks as best you can. What else will you do? Conduct a divination to see who did this. Gather more powerful spirit stones. Or urge calm. What do you want to say? Gather more spirit stones. Gather more stones. Our best days are behind us now. Dang it, Torvisha, why are you even here? Who did this? Whoever hates us, but does not fear us. The Rams would never do this. This tests the very meat of our metal and our wherewithal also. Why are you on the council? If other clans liked us, this wouldn't happen. Well, you know what? They don't like us, so... Spirits demand vengeance, but have short memories. New stones will stand us in better stead. Okay. Get some more stones. I need someone that knows magic to go find magic stones. So, Carnivus, go. You have 4 swords and 10 bowmen, because this might be a trap. Carnivus found a few curious stones, but nothing better than what we already had. On certain days, the best stones hid from view, he said. Well, you know what? That's not very nice. Not very nice of those stones to hide from view. Have we returned from our explorations yet? We're low on goods. We're low on herds. It's late storm season. Yes, I know. An action takes half a season. Click confirm to advance to the next season without performing any actions. Okay, so you're saying click this and then don't do anything. But we want to do something. I want to forage. And these guys don't like us, so I want to send some troops with us. And please, someone with food and good combat ability. Condon, you go, my dude. Last year, 27 babies were born. We initiated 16 children as adults. The clan has 21 fewer people, 38 fewer head of cattle, and 28 fewer horses than we did last sacred time. Where are all our people going? Are they all dying off? Are they not having babies? Our crafters produced 48 cows worth of goods. Our market made a profit of 20 cows worth of goods. Maintaining our shrines took 6 cows and goods worth 12 cows. The priest dreamed of Osara and Zarlan racing across the heavens. This meant good fortune for our raids in the coming year. And we are still just known for being the last clan to arrive in the valley. Pasture rituals. Will help the clan clear forests so we have more pastures. To prepare for setting up shrines in our new land, we should devote magic to ritual. Okay, you say pasture. You say ritual. Let's leave some. We've not had a chance to fell trees to make more pastures, so pasture rituals. Ritual magic will make it easier to ask Inilla and the other gods to share some of their mysteries. We just explored, so we need exploring. Well, we need to explore the valley we just moved to, so exploring. And often it's better to concentrate our magic in a few areas. Of course, all rituals are useful. Thank you, Torbisha. You're very helpful again, as always. Pasture land. We'll keep 5 in reserve. Or should we put 1 in fields? Just because we are short on food. Let's put 1 in fields too. Arissa was pleased that we didn't launch any raids this year. In her thanks, She granted the priestess insight into her healing blessing. Thank you very much. The Ummergen clan has many of their cattle drowned while the river left its banks. People said a watery dragon was giving a gift to a hill. Okay. Well, sucks for the Ummergens, but I don't care. What should we do? We should probably expand pastures, right? Because we have limited pastures. Insufficient warriors, because we have sent them all out to do things. Make sure the herders spend special attention on our goats. Scouring the valley for bandits will make our mission safer. Our livestock needs more pastures. Yes, emphasize foraging. Other clans want to hear about the magic wolf. We didn't perform any harmony or health rituals during sacred time. Yeah, who cares? Whatever. Go away, dude. We need to... The adventure is still ongoing, huh? Well, let's do something else. Let's expand pastures. That's a thing we can do, right? Ceremony, clear pastures. There we go. Create new pastures by clearing wildland. Elendry, go for it. Clearing forest was harder than Elendry expected. The worst was when 2 people were nearly crushed by a falling tree, and all 4 people were wounded. But after much toil, we had new pastures for our cows and goats. Elendry figured that we now had enough pasture land. Thank you. Thank you very much. We still have a food yield shortfall, though. We only have half a year of stockpile. And our people have not come back. So I may do one more action and then end it after the next bit. Or end the episode after the next turn. But what do we want to do with our turn? We can build a shrine for a permanent blessing because we know something about Buzanari. We have the calf blessing. Okay, I get it. I can't click yet. So can we change, like, oh, we want curing, we want healing, like, can we switch up between these? Is that how it's... Alright, can we build, do we have enough room for another shrine? The Buzanari shrine will feed us. Do we have to decide right now? Yes, we do. It doesn't cost anything to ask a spirit for help. We should be herding horses, not cattle. Think of this as an investment. It costs less than sacrificing every time we want a blessing. To maintain, yeah, we have to start putting stuff into the temple to maintain them. Sacrifice to Buzanari for mysteries so we can learn milk blessing. But let's not. Let's just build a little temple then. A delegation from the Sky Racer clan. Don't they dislike us? Can we tell? Sky Racer? They mock us, but they do owe us a favor. Known for following pure horse practices. Delegation from the Sky Racer clan arrives at your clan boundary to make a request. You also know them as the Pure Horse Clan, a nickname they earned by domesticating only the horse, refusing to herd cows or goats. As you know, our way of life strengthens the connection between the valley and the goddess Gamari. This benefits all riders, making your horses muscular and fecund. Okay? Recent attacks by river monsters have set us back. We ask you repay our ongoing service to valley riders with a gift of goods. Other clans have been giving us goods worth 5 horses. 5 horses isn't too bad. Because we had like 300 and something. We can agree. We would like to help, but it's not a good time. We will buy horses from you. We will give you goods, but as a favor that must be repaid, or you overrate your clan's magical influence. What do we have to say? We would like to help, but it's not a good time. Don't trust a rider who doesn't love goats. So you don't want to do it. You say agree. If other clans are giving, we should as well. You say agree. We should do more than help them. We should emulate them and herd only horses. You really love horses, don't you? I've always found them to be a presumptuous lot. You say don't help them. You say agree. It takes guts to live without cows or goats. They would not survive without their special pure horse rituals. So let's go ahead and agree. You said 5? You give 5. They thanked us eloquently and departed. People said it was wise to win their friendship. Okay, I thought our people would be back by now, but apparently they are just never coming back. They're never coming back, so since they're not coming back, we're not continuing the episode. We'll find out what's happening with them next episode. So, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, especially because we know this little drop-down thing exists. We'll be on the lookout for that in other sections to see if there's any more of those. But again, thanks for joining me. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you again next time.